What's going on, guys? I'm Kent and this is my YouTube channel, KrazyK. I'm gonna hunt, fish, and trap, anything outdoors. Let's go! Alright guys, so today we're gonna be blacksmithing in my little shop I got for my birthday. So we're gonna be using some fence posts. I don't know exactly what kind. There's just some thin metal, and we're gonna be making a knife out of this. This is my hammer I'm gonna be using, and I got it from a blacksmith class that I took for 12 weeks. So I'm going to show you what my surroundings are. Right here is my anvil, a 100-pound anvil. Over there is my forge, gas tank, all my other stuff. I got some grinders. So that's what I started with, yeah. So this is all you need. And I'm going to go ahead and get the forge lit and heat it up. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so we got my piece of metal hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to start flattening out just like this. So you're just going to get it real flat, and you're going to want a tin to hammer. Once you get it flat, you're going to hammer on one side. So this tip is a little messed up if you can't tell, but I'm going to go ahead and flatten it out, and then I'll be back and I'll show you what the next thing you do. Alright guys, so you're going to choose which side you want your blade, and then you're going to make that side a little bit thinner than the rest of the side. So I want this side to be my blade right there that I just touched. So I'm going to make that side a little bit thinner, and this makes it less on the grinder, and it just makes it go a whole lot faster. So this is how big my blade's going to be. It's going to be a pretty small blade if you can't tell. And then my handle's going to be about to here. So that's where my handle's going to be. And then it's not going to be wood. It's just going to be a simple little knife. So I'm getting this blade flat. So I got it flat enough, if you can tell that. It's a bigger on this side. And you're going to take your blade like this, and you're going to hit it like this in two different spots. And that'll make your blade all flat like that. So the next part we're going to do is the tip. Alright, so this side's my blade. So I want my blade facing up. And you're going to start hitting it like this, making your hammer graze off. And while you're doing this, you're also going to want to keep your blade straight. And you can do like this so that your blade's down and start doing like that. And that just gets more of a blade shape. Go back to this. Go back to this. Go back to this. Go back to this. And then you can start seeing where the blade shape is. So then you're going to keep on doing that until you get your point that you want. So you're just going to do like that. So yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished my tip. I'm just doing the last few things. But while you were working on your tip, you can tell that right there got fat where the tip is. So you're going to want to thin that out again. But you're going to want to be careful and keep that blade and keep that tip in shape. So you're going to have to do like this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this, then this, and you're going to want to make it nice and round. See? So it looks like that. So right there's my shape. It's kind of like a butter knife. So now I'm going to go ahead and thin this out a little bit more so that it's the thinness that I want it, so that it doesn't involve as much grinding. And in a same, you're going to do this. And that just makes your blade nice and flat, less grinding again. So I'm going to just kind of do this a little bit more. And then you will have to do some grinding on your tip, but that's not too bad. So you want to get your tip as close as you possibly can to just save more grinding. Less grinding, I guess. Just makes it faster, easier, better. Alright, so I got my tip all finished up now. It's looking all nice and stuff. But if you can't tell, there's a little bend. There's a little bend. It's straight on here, but sometimes you'll hammer it and it'll have a bend going like that. And what you do to straighten that up is you're gonna flip it so that your blade sides up, and you're gonna tap it like that, and that'll straighten your bend up. You can have a bend in it, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Just do what you want. I like both ways. I really do like bends. I also don't like bends. But I'm gonna stamp my initials in this. So I'm gonna heat it up again, and I'm gonna stamp. So let's go. So my initials are KJT. I have a pair of these pliers, and I have a rubber band in the back. And this makes it so that my fingers don't have to get near as close to the hot metal. So where's my glove? I'm gonna go get my glove. I'm gonna grab this metal, and yeah, we're gonna stamp it. So let's do that. And so here's the metal. I'm bringing it out. It is extremely hot. I'm grabbing this. So right now, the blade tip is actually going to be aiming you, and it's going to look backwards to you, but that's because it's right toward me. So you're going to set it where you want it, and you're going to hammer it like this, and then it's stamped. So that wasn't the best stamp ever, so we're going to do that again real quick, just real quick. I'm going to set it where I want it. It does move a little bit, and then we're going to give it a good whack, and then it'll stamp better. So there's my K. That's what the K looks like. And yeah, so I'm gonna heat this up again, and then we're gonna do EJT. So yeah, heating it up. I just bought these stamps off of Amazon. They were like 30 bucks, and 3 pounds for 36 stamps. They got all the numbers and letters and everything like that. Alright, so I'm putting it so that the blade is facing you all again. You're going to take your stamp, you're going to set it right beside the K or whatever your initials are, straighten it, give it a good whack again. And I actually have time to do the E, T. So we're going to go ahead and do that in this one heat. Maybe I have time. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out here. So T's in, putting it in place, setting it down. And the way that I'm doing it, it won't always be perfect, but you just gotta live with it. So I kind of messed up my T, but it makes it look cooler, you know? It's your little own signature. So I like it. It looks cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it around and cut the handle. So I'm gonna heat it up, and then I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so I got this ordinary just wedge like this. It's actually a wood wedge, but I've sharpened it so that I can use it to cut metal. So I'm gonna grab the metal here with my tongs, and I'm gonna show you all how to cut it. So you're gonna lay your metal down on your anvil. Then you're gonna take your cutter, whatever you have, and you're gonna place it where you want it. So I want mine about there. Then you're gonna hammer it, and this will get you your first mark. And once you get that first mark, then you can just start hitting it. It's really just that first mark that really matters, because if you mess up on it, then the cut, you gotta do it somewhere else. So I almost have it. Still cutting. Okay, so I'm practically through. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab the end. I'm gonna have to use my tongs because it's still very hot back there. So you're gonna grab it, and you're gonna take your hammer, and you're gonna tap it like this. And if you can tell, I was gonna start doing this, and this is what I use these holes for. I put it in like this, and I tap it down, and then I bring it up, and then you'll have like that. And you just kind of keep on doing that until it breaks. And it will break. And there it goes, it broke. So I had to do that on the ground to break it. But here it is. So I'm going to straighten everything up, and I'm going to quench it, and then we're going to grind it. That's the easy part, and kind of my favorite part. I do like this though. This is real fun. So just kind of straighten everything straight. And if it's not perfectly straight, you know, that's okay, because I'm a beginner. I just started a little while ago, so yeah, but that's it. And it's got KJT in it, my initials. So we're gonna go ahead and put this whole thing in the forge. And then we're gonna let it heat up, and then I'll show you the quench. So we're gonna quench it, and you're gonna want it to get to a yellow kind of color. And yeah, that's really what you're gonna do. So please thank Kelsa for helping me make this video. She's my cameraman right now. So come on over, Kelsa. So here she is. So right here, she's 7 years old, and she's just a great cameraman. She's done great. This is actually her first YouTube video that me and her are making together. So yeah, just have some fun with this, okay? All right, guys. So I'm sorry about this, but that blade that you all saw me make, it actually cracked. So I had to make a new one, and I just did it off camera. It was the exact same steps, and I couldn't cut the handle. I couldn't get the handle cut because my forge ran out of gas. So, yeah. But here it is. Here it is. So, that's all it is to it. So we're going to go ahead and get cutting or grinding on it, I guess. Whatever y'all want to call it. I call it grinding. Again, safety first. Wear safety glasses whenever grinding. So yeah, we're using an angle grinder here. Just a minute, sorry. I'm sorry. My cord is caught under you all. Sorry, that footage probably wasn't the best. But yeah, we're using an angle grinder here. I can't talk. So you're gonna first of all start with the angle grinder sideways, like that. So you're going to start with it sideways like this, and you're going to run it along the edge to make it all smooth and stuff. And then I'll show you what to do from there. Alright guys, so since you'll have done that, now you're going to take it like this, and you're going to run along it like this until it's shiny, like this. Alright guys, so now you've done that, you're going to take your angle grinder like this again, and you're going to run along right here. I don't know if you'll all be able to see this really good because I think the grinder will be in the way, but I'll try anyway. So now that you have your back and side and this spot finished, you're gonna go ahead and flip it over and shine the other side. And since I didn't have time to stamp it, I'm sorry about that, guys. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. So it's not exactly the same, but the handle's really long because I didn't have time to cut it. You will cut it if you will cut it because it just makes it look neater. So you're gonna take your angle grinder and you're gonna go like this again. Alright, so now you're going to shape up this tip a little bit, just like that, until you got a little bit of point. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I finished everything on the blade. Now we're going to go ahead and sharpen the blade. I only have about 3 inches to 2 inches to sharpen. So you're going to take your angle grinder and you're going to do like this with it spinning, and it's going to sharpen it, and you're going to flip it over and do the same, like this. now you're going to flip it over, and you're going to look at it. And as you can tell, it's not perfectly straight or anything like that, but I'm going to sharpen the other side, and then we'll have a finished blade. So you're going to take your angle grinder, and this time the blade spot is going to be facing you. So you're going to do it like this. And then you're going to look at your blade like this. And there you go, you got a finished blade. So that's all. That's all it takes to make a blade. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for watching KrazyK. Hey, 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 please subscribe.